Oh, hi everyone. Glad to see you today. Thanks for joining us. And please send me smile or say hi in the chat if you hear me and everything is fine. Hi. Oh, cool. Rebecca, hi. So yeah, I guess everyone hears me. So let's start then. And I'm happy to see you today at our online conference. And today we will speak about technologies and how they help to simplify SEO workflow. I guess it's pretty important thing and interesting topic for today. And our great speakers will share their knowledge and ideas how you may improve your website performance on search engines. We share some real cases and provide you with extra bonuses in the end from us. And if you have any questions, please type them in a chat and we will cover after our presentations, after our speech, or if we won't have enough time during conference, we will answer in a chat or in the end of our event. Well, what else? We will make a record and share the record after conference, so you may share this information with colleagues. Well, I guess that's all about organizational points, and let's start and meet our first speaker, Jaideep Parikh, digital marketing expert and founder of digital agency. And Jaideep will share how to design prompts for GPTChat to rock SEO. I guess it's one of the hottest topics for today. So, Jaideep, you are welcome.
Thank you, and welcome to all to the talk. So today we are going to discuss, as you know, how we can design prompts for our GPT. I'm not able to move my slides, Velika. Yeah, thank you. So after ChatGPT launched, there are a lot many people are saying there are a lot many going to change. So this is people are saying what AI is doing in SEO. But if you want me to summarize, if you know how to use ChatGPT, so people are saying a lot more job is going to vanish due to robots and AI technology. But in nutshell, I want to say if you're able to use that tools very well, your job is secure because ChatGPT is not going to replace you, but a person who know how to use optimal chart GPT, he or she might able to replace you. So that is AI going to do in SEO. Yeah, next slide, please. So I am assuming you all know about ChatGPT, and most of you might have your hands on your ChatGPT tool. They might try to generate various content, email, meta description, SEO titles, etc. If not, I'm going to touch upon various known, a few unknown prompts. And for that, let's move to next star. And this is how you are going to be SEO rockstar. So let's move to next slide, please. So before designing any prompt, you need to understand these things very clearly. And I am going to share a couple of examples as well. But as I want to make it very brief, very notable things. So this is the very basic idea. Rather you are saying ChatGPT to write an article about SEO, you should say write an article about SEO for beginner, write an article about SEO for entrepreneurs, write an article about SEO for dentists. So ChatGPT. So this is a very basic example how you can use prompt. And if I say some pointers for designing a prompt, so you need to be very specific for a question. So the example I just shared with you, write a SEO blog for dentists. So that is little more specific rather than write a blog for SEO. Or you should give a context. So a dentist in USA, dentist in Australia, dentist in India. So both are, I mean, all three are different categories, different. Though they are dentists, their way of working is little different. So if you're able to give a context to your question or your prompt, ChatGPT might understand little more and they can give little more personalized information, and that will help you to understand about the context. If you're able to give some example, for example, if you want to say act like a doctor and write something like that. So you are giving a ChatGPT command how ChatGPT should think and write. So I'm assuming you are asking ChatGPT to write some article. So if you want to write a blog title, you should say, think as a copywriter and suggest me some clickable blog title for XYZ keywords. So that will give you more precise titles, and this will give you more something like copywriter do. So this is how you can give some example and get more work done or get very precise work done from uh, ChatGPT. Uh, limits, we talk about limits. So if you want ChatGPT to write title tag or meta description, so you might need to say, I want this word long or this character long. So generally in title tag, we generally ask ChatGPT write in 65 character plus or minus, or for meta description, 160, 170 characters plus or minus, or you're writing conclusion for some blog, so you might ask ChatGPT to write in 50 words or 100 words kind of stuff. So that will give, or you are publishing, you are designing some tweets, so you can write into fact 240 characters. If you're a blue tick holder, paid blue tick, so you might post a little longer content, but ideally generally people are posting 240 words content or 280 words content. So if you give some limitation to ChatGPT to think like that, so it will react properly and it will give more detail or more output, which is very much required. And I'll suggest you try to tweak your prompts. Like for example, I used to do when I write an email. So I wrote an email and I just say rewrite in VT tone, rewrite in funny tone, rewrite in professional tone, rewrite in sometime. If I want to respond to some of my friends, so I'll ask them rewrite in sarcastic tone as well. I'll not advise to use sarcastic tone in your professional life, but yeah, if you do chat internally and you just want to have some idea, so that will also help. So the point I want to make is so the more detail you want to go, so the more clarity you will, the more example you give, the more thought process you give. For example, there are lot many professional theories how you should write an email. So you can give that theming as well. So, for example, you might say, think as a Neil Patel and write something for me. So there is a possibility to like something like Neil Patel blogs are getting published. So this is clarity, or this is example you can give to ChatGPT to design your prompt. And don't forget, I mean, so you need to ChatGPT. It doesn't have the constraint and other things. So if you ask a very random question, it might give you random answer. But for example, that answer you might not able to post on Twitter or LinkedIn. So for example, if you're asking ChatGPT to write something for LinkedIn, so you should add writing in this much character limit and add emojis. So it might try to get more emojis in your content as well. So this is how you design your prompt, and this is how you get some more insights. So let's move to some practical example. And so I have next 5 or 10 minutes. I'll give some example, and then we'll move to question answers. So for example, the first example say 10 long tail keywords for the cricket, starting with how. So this is little more detailed. So I want to write an article for cricket, but with starting of how to do that, how to do this, that, something like that. So for example, the fourth topic, how to train for cricket in different weather conditions in Australia. So this question, this response I got, if I alter this first input, 10 long term keyword for the cricket, starting with how for Australia. So in that prompt, I try to give 10 long tail keywords option, particularly for cricket, particularly for Australia as a country. So this is how you should think. So when so the idea of if you want to get some keyword ideas or some direction for a blog, so this is what I'll not vouch. This is a good keyword research tool. This is not. So Google a keyword research or any other paid tool like SEMrush, Href are good keyword research tool. This is ChatGPT is not for keyword research, but if you want to have some more insights, something like that, or if you want to cluster your keywords. By the way, I already published an article on Serpzilla blog for ChatGPT. So if you Google Serpzilla Jadip Parikh, you might get that article for ChatGPT. So in that, I give some example as well for clustering keywords and other things. So for example, and no, no. So we are still on previous slide. Yeah. So, for example, somebody asked me to write on cat food, and I'm technically I don't know about cat food practically as well. So I go to Chat GPT and I give me technical terms related to cat food. So, for example, omega is that. So I need to recall what output they give. But that is omega, that is fat free, that is gluten free food for cats, etc. So this is I started learning a new thing. So if you want to understand some niche, so for that you can use Chat GPT as well, and you get more little more technical insight, and that gives you some keyword ideas or blog post ideas, or you're able to understand more about that niche. So this is one more way to use Chat GPT. So, for example, the first example, 10 long tail keywords for cricket. So, for this query, they give me this subject: how to choose the best cricket shoe for your feet. And if I add for Australia, so they give me the next option: how how to train cricket in different weather condition. So this is example. The same query, if you add little more information, little more context, they'll give uh, entire different things. Or if I want to add some toning like professional tone or witty tone in article, so they ChatGPT is even able to do it as well. Even ChatGPT is able to write poems for you. So we are not touch basing other things. We are focusing more how we can use ChatGPT for your SEO thing. I'm assuming you must start getting some question, some queries for your stuff. For that, I'll suggest you should note down your question, and once my talk is finished, we'll discuss more question. I'll try to give more insight for your question, and that's why I try to keep short my presentation. I love to discuss with you more. Yeah, let's move to next slide. So this is an example of outreach mail. So I asked ChatGPT to think like Neil Patel and email me and write an email to gain backlinks from the Solpro blog about technical SEO. And I asked ChatGPT to write in little VT tone. So the I this is the email template I got, which is visible on a screen. Once I read that email, I realize I haven't mentioned a particular subject for technical SEO, and one more thing I'm missing, so which is in next slide. So let's move to next slide, and I added a few things. So I the next line has suggests a better topic for tech SEO, and do not mention link action because it is not advised by Google. So in previous email, you might see it ask you to let's exchange the links for our blogs. So that a ChatGPT rewrite that email, and this is the final version. And in that version, it is showing the topic. It is clearly visible to you. It is showing that the importance of structured data for technical SEO. So in previous prompt, I write suggest some topic for technical SEO. So it just mentioned we'll write something for technical SEO. So I rewrite the prompt and say give some proper subject as a part of mail as well. So this is a prompt subject. I got the importance of structured data for technical SEO. Just assuming I'm getting response for these emails, I'll go to again ChatGPT and I'll ask, give me blog outline for the importance of structured data for technical SEO, and it will give me a blog outline, and that outline I'll ask my team to write blog about it. So this is how we generally use ChatGPT. Once my team is wrote the content, if I want to improve something, so I ask for proofreading, I ask for rewrite certain portion of the blog, I ask for some statistic to add in my blog. So this is various example of ChatGPT. When we say statistics, it might not give you latest data because the knowledge of ChatGPT is limited. I guess September 2021, somewhere in 2021, mostly September. So whatever data they're giving, it is not live. It is before or up to September 2021. So that things you need to keep in mind when you are asking some statistic or some live kind of data. For rest of the things, ChatGPT works like a charm. Yeah, let's move to next slide. So these are some other ideas, and after that, I'm trying to finish my presentation, and let's move to question answer. So you can create keyword clustering. For example, the cricket we talk about. So in cricket, there are various keywords. Or let's pick another niche. For example, yoga. So in yoga, yeah, you go to any keyword research tool and you find lot many keywords. So just assume you got 50 odd keywords for particular niche and you want to cluster write. So either you want to write out of 50, you want to write 3 or 4 blocks, or you want to categorize in a certain fashion. So go to ChatGPT and you say, design a prompt something like, "Hey ChatGPT, help me to cluster these keywords," and you punch down all 50 or all 40, or it's, I mean, not more than 100 keywords I'll suggest, but 50, 60 keywords are roughly good. So, and ask them to create a table. If you want to add some transactional keywords, for example, is it commercial keyword, it is informational keywords. So this kind of information also you want to note. So you just mention create a table and cluster the keywords, and also mention their transactional or informational keywords. So ChatGPT will do for you. Again, I'll suggest for this kind of things, you try to recheck by yourself as well. Just do not trust blindly on ChatGPT. But for titles and headlines, I'll suggest ChatGPT works like a charm. For example, I want to write article about weight loss using yoga. So I can ask ChatGPT, suggest me some good title which are clickable, which are witty, and which can improve more CTR for the keyword weight loss for yoga. So ChatGPT will of course give me, or if I ask 5 suggestions, if I test 10 suggestions, the whatever number of suggestions I'll ask, the ChatGPT will give it to me. I'll also ask to design headlines or title tags or meta description for the same keywords. And I can tell this is my primary keyword, this is my secondary keywords, and design something outline around it. So ChatGPT will do that as well. So I'm not giving you any screenshot or information. I'm just trying you to think visually more and act more rather than you will think, okay, this is all good and we know all the stuff. But I'll suggest to try to hands-on more, try to practice more, and try to tweak the data. So once you got an output, try to change a little bit in prompt, and you will see the output will be changed as well. So search intent classification I just mentioned on first example, let's say. So you punch, for example, 10 keywords or 50 keywords, and you ask them classified into search intent classification. So it will give you, this is commercial intention, this is informational intention, this is normal intention, etc. So that, so if you're out of 50, you want to pick keywords with our commercial intention. So rather doing manually check all the things, so you can ask ChatGPT to do for you. Once they will do, I'll again suggest to recheck that data, but it will save lot many of your time, lot many of your efforts. And if you're a beginner, so that will help you to learn faster as well. Writing better emails. So as a SEO professional, we need to write email to our customers. We need to write email to our colleagues. We need to write email for backlink exchange. We need to write email for outreach, blog outreach. We need to write email for guest posts, and we need to write email for various other things. But you go to ChatGPT, you can give them prompt, not write email for this, but for example, if you want to write a guest post on, for example, Tip Solver website, my company's website, and we publish a blog on technical SEO. So if you prompt something like this, uh, write an email for Tip Solver blog named XYZ for link insertion for our blog, which is on XYZ, which is already mentioned on those blog. And ChatGPT will help you to design better email compared what we are thinking. So honestly, whenever I want to send email to my international clients, I write an email, I think through all the things, and then ask ChatGPT to rewrite using some professional tone, or uh, I ask to proofread sometime. I'm using Grammarly and other tools, so proofread might not happen. But if I want to write in US English tone, so I ask ChatGPT to rewrite in US English tone, etc. So it will help me to think better. And sometimes I'm too busy to write, or sometimes I'm too busy to think through. We call writer's block. So in that case, I'll ask ChatGPT to do that thing. And of course, proofreading and other content related activities, ChatGPT works like a charm. So these are the other ideas. Let's move to next slide. So this is ChatGPT in nutshell. This is the last slide, and it says ChatGPT is genuine bottle, and it's not limited to three wishes. So I'll ask, if you are not yet signed up on ChatGPT, yes, do sign up. If you are already started using ChatGPT, try to play with the prompts, and you'll get better and better results. So let's move to next slide, and we move to question answers. So you can shoot your queries. And if I'm not able to answer right now due to more question, or if you want to reach me later, so my Twitter ID is JD Parikh, the exactly name mentioned on your screen, JYDIP So you just tweet me, or you can reach out to me on LinkedIn. We can discuss over your questions there as well. So let's move to questions.
Do you
So
believe
yes,
that?
Sajid, I
Yeah.
do agree ChatGPT will be benefit for us, and you notice you may take development of multiple things. Yes. So up to some extent, we might depend on ChatGPT for certain things. That is there, but that I will say, on contrary, that is saving a lot of our time, and it also gives us critical thinking. So for example, cat food example I show, so I never know about cat foods, etc., but if I ask technical aspect of cat foods, I learn new things as well. So it is debatable thing, but I'll still vouch for chat gpt for things. Yes. Sajit, I hope you answer your question. Hey Michael. So Michael, higher ranking is not only due to content, so there are a lot many other factors. So generally we keep on saying there are 200 odd parameters, starting from page speed, technical SEO, backlinks, quality of backlinks, number of backlinks, internal links, and of course content. So to answer your question, it's partially yes. So you need to make sure your content is very well researched. Your blog output is, so whatever blog outline your ChatGPT gives, so should be verified by the area expert. I mean the expert of doctorate or whatever niche you're writing for. So the example I give, yoga. So if your client is in yoga instruction, so you should consult him or her before writing entire blog. But of course, it will give right direction for your rankings. Michael, I hope I answer your query. I'm assuming I'm able to explain well, so we are having very least questions. So I'm done, Valera. Last slide is about my contact details, just in case you anybody want to reach. So this is my Twitter ID, Jaideep Parikh. So and the same with LinkedIn as well. So if you still have queries, you still want to discuss something, so I'm reachable on this ID. Over to you, Valerie.
Okay, if there are no more questions, we may continue. And thank you, Jadip. I think that your topic was quite interesting because it's about content. And I will continue the topic about content, how you may measure the effectiveness of topic. And yes, guys, if you will have any questions, you may contact Jadip. He will cover all your questions. And just one remind, if you want to get a certificate that you attend our event, please fill up the form by the link. It will be in a chat. My colleague will share. Yeah, that is it. Link from Serpzilla, and we will send you the record of this meeting, and we'll send you certificate, your personal certificate. So let's move forward, and our next speaker will be me by myself. My name is Violet, or Violet as you wish, and I'm a digital marketer and chief marketing officer of SEOWORK team. Let me share my slides, just a minute. Yeah, that is it. Yeah, so let me continue. Violet, and I'm Chief Marketing Officer of SEOWORK, and we help SEO teams all around the world. We provide them with analytics based on big data and help them to understand what's going on with their websites on search engines and what might be improved to get higher ranking. And yes, today I want to discuss how technology may help you to find the content types that really rock. Why do we care? Everyone knows that content really matters and content is the king. And yeah, the rich content, which are really interesting for your users, for your readers, may improve your search visibility, may bring you more search traffic, increase conversion, and bring you more sales. And another point why we care about content is that point that the latest Google algorithm updates relate to content, EAT, Google Product Reviews Update, and Google Reviews Update, and so on. So, yeah. And if we are talking about website content, we already face with absolutely different topics. We produce different content types. And if you run a big website, you know that content may be produced by different teams, agency, and even ChatGPT now. So how to create great content? Yes, you may produce it based on your experience or someone recommendations, and maybe you may read guides, articles in internet and discuss with the colleagues, but all that is about particular cases, and it's difficult to predict what will really work for your website. How to do that? And we believe that technology may help. In this case, you may gather a lot of data from various sources about your website performance, about your content, and to get insights, what you may improve and what works better and what you may implement. So let's explore how it may work. And I choose e-com and blog as examples. And I will talk about content for these two types of websites. And yeah, will be great if you write in a chat, do you run e-com, or maybe do you run blog? Maybe it will be interesting to discuss later. Okay, no comments. Anyway, we'll continue. If we're talking about e-commerces, the main challenging questions, as I guess, is which types of content perform the best and how to measure content modification impact on performance. Because, yeah, there are a lot of pics, videos, text description, and so on to describe products if we are talking about e-commerces. So how to manage with it, how to measure the effectiveness of all that points. Let's look at the example. At this screen, you see a screen of product cart page of e-com, and let's explore how many photos will be optimal to have on a web page if we're talking about product. Yeah, everyone knows then more photos then better, but you can't put, I don't know, 100 photos and how to check. And technology simplifies the way you may create groups of product cart pages with different numbers of photos and compare their search visibility, their search traffic and conversion rates. But at this screen, we compare search visibility, and what do we see? We see that one or three photos look like not enough to get higher performance. You may have at least that not you, but this site should have at least 4 photos and maybe more to reach a higher search visibility. That is a great example, as I guess. Another one, yeah, you may add a video about product on the website, but everyone knows that video production is expensive and you need to spend money to produce it. In the beginning, you need a clear answer. Will it worth it or not? And you may check it. Again, you may put a video on some web pages, then group it and compare group of pages without video and compare a group of pages with video and explore its search visibility, conversion rate, and transactions. And in this case, we see that that's a really good idea to put video and it may almost double your search visibility. And if you know the price of your product and you may predict revenue you may get, and you may compare its revenue with the costs of video production and make decision. I guess it's very useful if you run a big website and you need to produce a lot of content. The next example is about 3D. Oh yeah, the same story. You may create 2 groups of web pages with 3D and without and compare their search visibility. And in this case, we see, yeah, that's a good idea too, to add 3Ds because search visibility may be doubled. Another examples, oh yeah, reviews. It's really important, and I already mentioned about Google reviews update. So yeah, everyone knows and understand that it's a good idea to get reviews for the products on the website, but how many reviews will be optimal for product? How long should you motivate your clients or customers to write reviews? You may check it with technology. You may create, groups of web pages with different numbers of reviews and compare their search visibility. And in this case, we see that for this site, it will be better to have more than around 100 reviews or more to increase search visibility of those web pages. And you see that search visibility of pages with, I don't know, less than 30 reviews is not enough. So now you know that you need to motivate clients and customers of those products to leave a review to get high ranking. The approach is it's not difficult to understand, and with this approach, you may check efficiency of, I guess, all content types for product card pages, number of product features, availability at stocks, photos, video, 3D reviews, rating, discounts. You may understand, is it really important or not? And actually, yes, it's important, but you may check the quality of content, and you may measure the efficiency of that. And in this case, you may understand which content do you need to produce for e-com. Well, that was very brief information for e-com. I guess it was useful, and let's jump and move forward to blog. Yeah, it's another example of website where content is really important. It's obviously, I guess, and the most challenging questions for each bloggers, I guess, is what topics and articles types are more attractive? Which copywriting team is more effective? Because you may produce content with ChatGPT, writing by yourself, or hire agency or somebody to produce it. And how different content types affect search performance? That is a great question, and let's try to answer with technologies again. Yeah, copywriters. Yeah, as I mentioned that content may be produced by different teams, different authors, and sometimes you need to hire someone. So you need to measure efficiency of authors and compare it with their price, salary, or something like that. And in this case, there are two authors in-house team at agency, and we decided to compare their effectiveness. We created with the client two groups. The first one is a group associated with the articles produced by agency, and the second one, yellow, is a group of articles produced by in-house team. And after that, we compare their search visibility for 3 months. And we see that search visibility of articles produced by agency is not so high. It's, I would say, low, but in 2 months, it increased, and seems that now efficiency of agency and in-house team is the same. So I guess in this case, it was a good idea to hire agency and to produce content. Yeah, as I mentioned, there might be absolutely different content types on a page. When I talked about e-com, and the same story is true for articles in a blog, because you may add photos, you may add pics, videos, you may add author blog and comments blog. But is it possible to predict how will it affect search performance? And I would say yes. And for example, is it a good idea to leave a comment or not? I guess it's even not a question, because yes, it's a good idea, but how long should you motivate your readers, your users to leave a comments? and how you may understand that, for example, that is enough, or maybe it's not enough, and you need more comments and something like that. You need to promote this article and so on. And yeah, we just run a test. We added some comments with the client for some articles, and after we created 2 groups of articles without comments and article with comments, and we compare their search visibility, and we saw that yes, that was definitely a good idea, and you may double your search visibility if you add comments to your articles. So it's a good idea to motivate users or readers to leave it. The same story with topics, yes, because there might be absolutely different topics in your blog, and there could be absolutely different articles types, for example, how to or top 3 of something, and so on, so on. So which of them work better? You may get the answer by creating groups. In this case, we created 3 groups with different topics that were associated with the articles for different topics, and we compared them, search visibility, and we realized that, job market topic is the most popular, and it gets the great search visibility, and it gets a lot of traffic, and seems it's a good idea to write more articles for these topics. So move forward. I guess all that examples showed you that content really matters, and you may measure effectiveness of content. You may predict the results or revenue. And to summarize, our approach and technology may help you to understand if you run e-com website. You may run A/B testing to check your ideas about content, and you may explore different content types affection on search performance. And if we are talking about blogs, yes, you may understand, you may measure effectiveness of copywriting teams. You may find the most attractive topics. You may run A/B tests to find the best content types that will rock your blog. And for sure, you may explore different content types affection on search performance. All that you may do by yourself. Just grab data from Google Analytics, Google Search Console, and you may process it on Google Sheets, on Excel, or something like that. And you may create a pretty nice dashboards based on those data to show, to prove your words to your colleagues, to your team, or something like that. Or you may hire technology, and it will help you to minimize your time on dealing with data, and provide you the clear insights in 5 or 10 minutes. And that is just a few brands that already gets benefits from technologies, and they measure their content efficiency with technology and gets benefits from it. And I guess you may be one of those brands, because today we are ready to provide free access for 1 month for our platform, but for the website consisting of more than 1,000 web pages, because this approach works perfectly if you have many web pages and if you have a lot of data. So guys, at the screen you see a QR code. You may screen it and fill up the form, and we will contact you to provide free access. And yes, if you have any questions, you may reach me and my team. We will be happy to cover your questions. And yeah, I guess you have questions, I hope, about the content. And I will leave this QR code at the screen while I will answer. So, any questions? Yeah, yeah. I have one question in mind. We ranked already fourth position for long on e-commerce. So the thing is how to reach the first position. Like we optimized our content flow, how authority backlinks. Oh well, I guess this question is not just about content, because you may do many things. You may test it. Um, it's difficult for me to provide the answer now, because I don't know your website, don't know your story and something like that. But I guess with technology, you may try to compare. Um, you may find the web pages that performs the best and compare the content for those web pages with content for another web pages, and maybe there could be many things. But I guess technology may help you to find the leaders and compare, and you may compare leading web pages which ranks higher with another one. And I believe that it will be your opportunity, it will be your points of growth. Okay, hope I answered. Mm, do we have another questions? Okay, I saw there are some questions about ChatGPT. It's the really hottest topics for today, I guess. I hope JD will cover. And no question about content. How can I optimize? Okay, got it. How can I optimize location or cyber page content and how much it's important? I guess you may check. You may you may do some modifications and check its search visibility for location. But I guess it's not a question of content. It's more about local SEO. How can we help content to IE? Jadip, are you here with us? Hello, Jadip. We don't hear you. Hi, Jadip. Yeah, thanks for joining. I asked to join because I saw a lot of questions about ChatGPT and not much questions about content, about my topics.
Okay.
Could we cover some questions about ChatGPT now?
Sure.
Okay. The first one is, can we use ChatGPT for keyword research?
The simple answer is no. So because ChatGPT doesn't know the latest keyword, it doesn't know the search volume, etc. But once you've done keyword research, you want to prioritize a couple of keywords. You want to do some more long tail keyword. It might add a value, but if you want to answer in yes or no, then I suggest no. It is not better or accurate, close to Google Keyword Planner.
Okay, thank you. And another question.
Health content, again, if you want to rank health content, so it is the one of the algorithms, your money, your life. Uh, so if you're content is not accurate, it is not written by any medical expert, so you will not able to rank it. So if you want to rank the health content, then I'll not suggest to get by AI. And again, if you want to get some content using health content using AI, so try to get rechecked by some health professional, because the money related content, health related content, uh, law related content are not advised to get generated by AI, because it is possibility if your prompt is wrong, your input is wrong, your output must be wrong. So that is the reason.
Okay, thank you. And another question, but I'm not sure it's about ChatGPT or something like that. What of page activities is will give an impact on health websites? Everyone cares about health.
Yeah. So actually, for health things, you should read about algorithm update, which is your money, your life. So which is for finance and health niches. So if your site is about health, so I will advise to get more links from health related domain rather than generic domain. So it might help a little more to rank little faster. But again, if your content is not good, or it is not so accurate, or not written by health professional, it is highly possibility your content will not rank.
Mhm. Yeah, right. Um, okay, there are some questions about ChatGPT. Just okay, we will cover three more questions, as I guess, and we'll move forward to our next speaker. Okay, uh, does Google give preference to ChatGPT content? I'm not
No,
sure.
actually, they don't.
No.
They
But
don't.
actually, yeah, as I mentioned to my presentation, you may compare visibility or performance of content that were created with ChatGPT with the content that were created by human, and you may compare it such visibility, and that will be the answer, I guess.
That's right. And again, ChatGPT is not for writing long form content or blogs, something. ChatGPT is for help you the things. It is not the tool to do all this stuff.
Okay, that
And in long
content.
run, Google might penalize AI content if it's only made for rank.
Mhm. Yeah, perfect. Another question. It's important to add content on product pages. Yes, it's quite important because,
Very much, very
as I
much.
told, yeah, yeah. So it's even not a question. Another question about what is important point to keep in mind during the content writing. How's the target? Okay, and how can we rank through blogs only? And ChatGPT provides such unique content.
So Himanshu, again, ChatGPT will help you to assist the things, but it will not help you to 100% rank your content. So for that, you must need industry expert. For example, if you write a click-worthy title, ChatGPT is versus human, it might help you. So you can ask, think as a copywriter and write title for this keyword. So in that case, ChatGPT will help. But if you are trying to generate entire content using ChatGPT, so it probably not the good idea.
Mhm. Another question is about content. What is the important point of content writing to keep in mind during the content writing? I would say that your content should be interesting and useful for users. In this case, Google will rank it higher. So, yeah. Uh, Another one about content. If I want to target my website in foreign country only, can I optimize my content ignoring the host country? I guess yes, if you are not targeting at your host country.
So Akash, so add what Pallavi said. So you need to understand the difference. So for example, truck. In India, we truck as a large vehicle which is transport for goods. In USA, truck is for SUVs. So lift and elevators, bespoke and customized. So generally, British speaking country they use speak bespoke word more compared to customized. Countries like India, USA, they use customized word more. So if you're able to rank on customized software solution in UK, you might have not too much lead versus you are ranking a bespoke customized software solution. So this is just again heads up. So whatever foreign country you want to focus on, which kind of language, which kind of culture you are, you need to understand the culture as well. So for example, in US, the site you want to rank for US, you can write on homepage, we are fucking awesome company. But if you want to rank for Britain, it might offensive. So you need to understand cultural nitty-gritty as well when you are focusing certain countries. So that's my input.
Great. Yeah. I see there are more questions, but they're not. We haven't enough time to cover it now, I guess. So we will cover them in the chat, I guess. And let's move and to another speaker. And let me introduce our next speaker, Kotik Sheet, founder of IVP Vipanana. Pratik, sorry, correct me if I was wrong in my pronunciation. Pratik will provide us with tips on developing digital authority with EAT. So you're welcome. We don't hear you. You should turn your
Thank you so
microphone
much.
on. Yeah.
I was just mute. I was just listening to Jaideep Bhai and I was reading the questions that people are putting. And yeah, it is very difficult to pronounce the name of our company. But so let me pronounce for all of you. It's iVipnan. So basically, Vipnan is nothing but the word called marketing in Sanskrit, and I stands for internet. So that is how we created this name. That is iVipnan. Okay, guys. So thank you so much once again to Serpzilla, and I'm looking forward to have a good few minutes with all of you. So many people are asking about ChatGPT. There are certain questions related to content, and somewhere we are also focusing on a on the topic that is what I have to cover today. That is EEAT, EEAT, what normally we call it. But the considerational part over here is we need to focus on developing the digital authority. So in the next 10, 20 minutes or 25 minutes or so, I'm going to focus on the major aspects of digital authority that we can focus on by with the help of EEAT concept that was introduced in the most probably the month of the December in 2022, and how we can leverage this concept, how we can implement this concept on our website, and what are the things that we need to focus on. And I'll try my best to make it very simple for all those people who are yet very newcomer in this industry of digital, and specifically in the search engine optimization. So very quickly about myself, I've been in this industry for now quite a long time, and fortunate enough that I've been working on certain good projects in India and in outside India as well. Uh, by profession, I run an agency, and I'm also a consultant and a trainer. And I love to train people. I love to guide people, not only in this domain, but other domains of management as well. So you can find a little bit more about myself if you go through our website. So I think you can come to know something about what I do, what my team is about, and what they do, and what kind of projects we have worked on. I think you will get the more idea about what exactly we do in this space of digital. But today we are here to speak about digital authority. So when we talk about digital authority, it is very important to understand that what it is exactly all about. Digital authority is mainly all about sending the signal to your users, and along with the users to your search engine. So it the signals need to guide the users at the same time to the search engines that your brand knows better about the specific topics. So if you're so many people were asking the question related to healthcare, or someone have also asked question about the finance investment. So if you are a brand, you are a business, you just need to make sure that you are sending the correct signals not only to the users who should come to your website to keep coming to the website to get the solution of their questions and the queries, but at the same time you also need to send a very strong signals to the search engine algorithms that you have good content, enough good content that is attracting people again and again on your website. So let us not make it a rocket science. Let us not make it so complicated. It is as simple as that. That if more people are going to come to your website, if more people are going to stay on your website, if more people are going to navigate through the different pages on your website, and if there is the high engagement rate in terms of the percentage to your most of the web pages, you can imagine that people are loving your content, they're liking your content, and maybe they're staying on the website to read your content. So, like this is also sending a very good signal to the search engine algorithms. And I think that is very important nowadays that people should talk about this topic more than often, because the game is not only about doing SEO or maybe doing social media marketing or running the ad campaigns, developing the website, writing the blog. I think it is more about understanding how we as a business want to establish ourselves. How do we want to to be known in the market, that what exactly we are up to and what we do. Then if you are really looking to that kind of concept, the strategy rather, you also need to focus that authority is not only important to create in the physical market, but your brand authority is also very important to be created on internet, on digital platforms. So yes, you need to focus on that. So normally it is very easy when somebody asks this question that how to create the digital authority. So mostly you are going to get the answers like you have to be highly active on social media, you have to keep writing the good quality blogs, you need to run a good ad campaign so that so many people would engage with you on your social media content, and through your ads they can come to your website and hence you can increase the traffic. Yeah, it is, everything is correct, but one should not forget the very important role of organic as well. So if you see how to create this kind of digital authority, you need to focus on the three major aspects, the three major digital platforms where you can create your digital authority, you can develop your digital authority, and at the same time, you can nurture your digital authority. So these three platforms that a brand should focus on: the search engine, organic purpose, that is what we call the search engine optimization, social media and content marketing for organic purpose, and ad campaigns on Google, on different social media platforms. And now you can also think about the role of the OTT platforms in it, where you're not only targeting people on OTT platform, but you also want them to come on the website. So you can generate a good amount of quality traffic from the OTT platforms as well. So yes, this is how we need to focus on creating the content as well. We need to plan our content strategy. You can use certain tools, you can use certain platforms, paid software and the free software. And to start with, you all should definitely look forward to using ChatGPT, as Jadid Bhai has said, because it is very essential that if you are clueless, at least you should have some support system in terms of the tool that can help you understand that from where you need to start, and then you need to take to the next level by involving yourself, by putting forward your knowledge in creating the content, and make sure that your focus should not be limited to social media or the other content marketing activities. Your focus shouldn't be limited to running the ad campaigns, but you have to give the equal weightage to the search engine optimization activity. And when we talk about SEO, we know we talk about the different techniques. We talk about on-page, technical, link building activity. We talk about so many things. But we shouldn't forget that when we talk about the website, we are actually talking about the content of the website as well, along with the technical aspect of the website. So that is how you need to focus on your organic activity, because it is definitely going to help you a lot. So now, because we are focusing more on this search engine organic activity, we also need to understand that what is the concept of this EAT, and before that, what was EAT. So EAT stands for expertise, authoritativeness, and trustworthiness. So the people who are in this industry for quite some time, you must be knowing that EAT, that is expertise, authoritativeness, and trustworthiness, has been a very popular concept, and the content writers globally have been focusing on this a lot, and they just try their best that how can they show the expertise in the content, how they can show that authoritativeness in terms of the topic that you want to describe on your website, and you have done that authority as a brand, and at the same time how you can create that trust factor among your users. But lately, as I said earlier, in the last December, Google introduced this concept of EEAT, and the new E that has been added is stand for experience. So now this EEAT has another partner called experience, and experience is basically it is basically aims to amplify the reputation of the website as well. So EEAT and EAT is never a direct ranking factor, but yes, you can say it's a very crucial factor for crawler to differentiate, and that is how Google talks about this thing, that how it is different. So if you understand that EAT has been one of the factors that you have been using all these years, and now if you want to focus on another actor, what you can say in this group, that is experience, how to see to it. So experience is just one another factor, but still the lead actor in this group is trust. So this is very important, because in the last, since this has been introduced by Google, so many people have started discussing about the dominating role of experience, but no, dominating role is still to be played by the trust only. And according to the Google, trust is the most critical component of EEAT as well. It was one of the most important critical factor in EAT, and still it remains the same. The only reason that Google is giving is the untrustworthy pages, they have the low EEAT altogether. Doesn't matter how experienced, what kind of expertise, and how authoritative your content may seem. So these are very clear cut, black and white statement that was given by Google at that time. And we just need to focus on T as a very crucial factor. But at the same time, we have to also focus on experience, expertise, and authoritativeness, because combinedly only you can create the kind of content that is going to tickle to that search raters, the signals, because the signals are going to check all these four together as a strong signal, but the trust factor is going to lead that signal. Now, let me explain you this with some examples, because it is important to understand the example. Okay, so now if we talk about the experience, the content creator lacks adequate experience. For an example, if a restaurant review written by someone who has never eaten anything at the restaurant, so it shows that it lacks an experience. So we need to focus on how to show our experience if we are writing something about some industry or some topic. So one question was asked earlier, that is it okay to use chat gpt for healthcare website, and what Jaideep Bhai said was absolutely correct, that you should not directly copy and paste from there. If you belong to that industry, I think you are going to add a lot of value to the content. And if you belong to the industry for more than few years now, I think you can add so many different values in terms of your experience. And then you can see the difference, the content that is being generated by the AI tools and the content that is being handled by some experienced content writer, or maybe somebody who has taken the help of the AI tool to write the content, but at the same time, he or she has added his or her experience into that AI based generated content. You can see the difference into the overall value that both the kind of content will be providing. So yes, you need to just make sure that you show that experience factor in your content. If you talk about the expertise as an example, the content creator lacks adequate expertise. For an example, an blog article about how to skydive, if written by someone with no expertise in the subject. So you won't understand the technical aspect of the skydiving, and I have never done that, right? If I talk about myself, I've never done skydiving. And if my client asks me that, hey, you need to write a blog on this, and I think it is very important for us. So see, I have no expertise into it. Again, what I will be doing, I'll be reading other articles, I'll take some help from again the AI tools, and I'm going to write that. But if I'm not an expert of that particular topic, the same thing will happen, that I will not add the certain level of value to the ultimate content. So you need to have certain level of expertise, because the expertise will help you to digest that topic, about that particular industry, about the thing altogether. And that digested thing will help you come out with a better idea in terms of the flow of the content, and what kind of the queries the people would have in their mind, and how you can solve the queries with your piece of content. Hence, the expertise becomes another important element in this EEAT. The third example is related to authoritative. So, website or content creator is not an authoritative or trustworthy source for the topic of the page. For an example, if you talk about the text form downloads provided on a cooking website. So you cannot not expect that if you're going on a website that is related to the recipes and all that, and where you are seeing the everything is about the food and the recipes and the techniques of and the different cuisines. In between, if you are seeing it's a form that is asking about fill the form for your upcoming government tax, so it looks very awkward. At the same time, it is a totally irrelevant. So that is not going to show that authoritativeness about the website altogether, and it will kill your entire the value system as well as a website, to the reader, to the user, as well as to the search ranking factors. And now the final is trustworthy. The page or website is not trustworthy for its purpose. For an example, a shopping page with minimal customer service information. So if you are going on a website where it is all about the product and the shopping page, but there is no as such customer service information available, you will not find that trustworthy. For an example, it happens in India. The new startups, they are into the D2C segments. You want to, they run the ad campaigns, they burn a lot of money on meta ads. All of a sudden, you'll see the ad, you like the product, it looks unique, it looks good, it looks trendy. You may click, you may go to the website, and you know that the product costs a little bit higher than your expectation, but still you want to buy. And at the same time, if you find that there is no return policy mentioned on the web page or anywhere in the website, you will have your own doubts in the mind. And this kind of the lack of content will break the trust of the user who came maybe from the social media or maybe from any other platform to the website in the expectation to buy the product. And maybe he or she will abandon the entire process of of the purchase. So that is also very important, that you need to focus that how you can build that trustworthiness on the website, because building the trustworthiness is going to be very important if you really want to take an advantage of all the four factors together. So if you understood this EEAT concept, and now if you want to implement on your website, that how can you implement this on your website? So to highlight the experience factor on the website, you can show the team, the people, the employees who are working in your company. You can show the number of years that you have spent in this industry as an organization. You can also show you yourself or the people who are working with you, the kind of experience they have delivering the results and the value to the customers in the industry. Altogether, you have to talk about the legacy of your organization. This will focus a lot on the experience factor of a website, And other than that, you can also participate in the forum submissions and the social media platforms, because altogether, if you see, a person who is an experienced person in certain kind of topics, if he or she writes anything on social media, and if it is something that nobody else was doing previously, they'll start engaging on the social media. And that is how social media also understands that the person who has written this content is considerably experienced person, and people are liking, enjoying, engaging with the content. So the same thing is going to happen over here. Right now, the same thing is happening on this LinkedIn platform and maybe YouTube as well, where this live webinar is going on, and so many people are engaging on LinkedIn right now. You guys are writing the questions. You guys are watching this particular live for maybe 2 hours now, and you are going to give your interest. You have given your interest rather to the algorithm, because people like me and other speakers are sharing their experience. So that is how the social media also focus on that. And when it comes to website, just focus on highlighting your team and your the kind of years that you have spent in the industry and the legacy of the organization. When you want to show the expertise, you need to focus on the skill set of the people who are working with you. Industry thought leadership, you just need to focus again on the industry thought leadership, that how you are different than your counterparts, what kind of new things that you are doing in your industry. And to do that, yes, you can take the help of the blog section. You can also integrate certain YouTube videos with your website. Just see to it that you shouldn't slow down your website as another concern point. But yeah, you can show something that your other counterparts are not showing. This will not only create the fresh content for the website, but at the same time, the users who are coming to your website, they'll find something new and unique on the website that, as I said, the content is not available on your competitor website. And you also need to understand that you are not going to write something that is very common, that is very general content, that normally the others, if they are not putting on the website, but they keep talking about the same thing on social media platforms or maybe in the general other digital platforms. So what new you can do as an organization, as a marketer, you have to think that, and you just need to focus on creating the content surrounding to that. So you have to show that industry thought leadership criteria, and along with showing the skill sets of the people working with you, it will help in developing the expertise. You can also show some USPs of your products that maybe again your competitors product do not have. That will also show the expertise of your organization through the content that you are promoting. If you talk about the authority, recognitions, whatever recognitions you got, awards and the accolades and the mentions, I think that will generate the kind of authority about the organization, about the people working in the organizations. You need to also put certain downloadables, in the downloadable section, where people would come and they would like to download something like the PDF, the report, and the white papers and the research reports, as I said, or maybe some ebooks. It will generate the authority that people are coming again and again. I think a very good example that I can imagine right now is the website called Search Engine Journal. And if you go there, there are a lot of resources available for free to download. And if you are a newcomer in this industry, I think that is the treasure for you. You only need to go, you need to click, you have to download, and you will keep reading the content in the PDF format. But again and again, you will go, because that website keep putting good content in terms of the PDF ebook, and you'll keep going there, you'll keep downloading there, and you are not spending a penny for that. So that is how the authoritativeness is very important, that you are not only showing to the users, but at the same time you are also showing to the search engine signals. Then comes the trust. Here we need to focus, because certain questions were there. They are asking about the e-commerce websites. Guys, just focus on the reviews, the testimonials of the customer, and try to generate certain UGC, the user-generated content, and try to integrate it on the website. Again, this good websites, they have the very good blog section, and the quality blog fetches more users. They read the blog, and then they write certain comments with the blog. They ask the questions, that they show their gratitude. They also put their points forward, but these are the content that is generated by the users and not by the the webmasters. So why not to ask people that come, hey, come and write some reviews about our products if you have bought. If you are into service sector, if you are into the healthcare sector, or maybe in the education, why don't you ask people and come and write review for your services? So you can focus on the review part. Testimonials, yes, you just need to make sure that you are collecting the good amount of testimonials from the customers, and I think it will also be very helpful to you, because that will again generate the kind of a trust factor among the people. So these are something that you can focus if you really want to take an advantage of these EEAT signals on your website. This is how you need to just put it into the plan, your content planner of the website. But do you know that what is available on the website, what is lacking on the website, what should be there and what shouldn't be there? So have you ever done the content audit of the website? Now this is something that so many people they miss to do. Yes, people will do audit of the website, but they may not do the audit of the content on the website. So there are certain things that you can ask to yourself after opening your website, and you can do certain kind of manual self audit by your own self that you can do right now after this session. So you just need to ask certain question that does the content provide original information or reporting, research or analysis on the website. So you need to just see to it. You also need to see that whether the content provide the complete, or you can see the comprehensive description of the topic that you have mentioned on a certain web pages. So it shouldn't be just the peripheral thing about the topic, but is it providing the complete or comprehensive description about the topic or not? That you need to see. You also need to see whether the content provide insightful analysis or some interesting information available beyond the expectation of the users. So that also you need to focus on. If not available, try to integrate this kind of content. You also need to see if it just make sure it shouldn't be there, and if at all you are copying and pasting, so just don't put the source link or the source name in terms of putting the course, but you also need to focus that you have to provide substantial additional value and originality even to the copied content. So you have to amplify the content. In the simple word, you just need to lift the content. If the original content has been copied from somewhere, just don't copy and paste and write 1 2 lines just to finish it up. No, you this if that copied content is the base, try to amplify it, try to lift it with your knowledge, with your ideas and your understanding. I think it will work very well for you. Talking about certain on-page activities, just make sure that your title of the web pages should provide some good description about your particular web page content, and the kind of very helpful summary of that content through title and meta description. That also you can focus on. You have to also focus on, don't exaggerate with your heading. And I have seen, not I have, maybe so many have seen that when you open the website, the first heading line that you read is about welcome to our website. That is a very common thing. See, welcome to our website. This is not your doormat where people are coming and they're saying the doormat and welcome is written. So why not to leverage that headline that you are, the heading tag that normally we call. And also do not exaggerate where you just try to impress the users, because you see the company that has just started maybe 5 6 months ago, and they're writing that we are the leading XYZ company in India, or we are the leading XYZ company based in USA. So it is an exaggeration that normally so many of us we write in that heading tag, and we will want to impress the users who are coming to the website. So try to avoid that as well. You also need to see that what kind of references you are you want to show on the website. If at all you have taken some content from the magazine, some encyclopedia, some magazines or book, you just put the reference of that particular source as well. And yeah, overall you need to see that whether you just see to from yourself that if this page I want to take this page in the top SERP of search engine? Is it literally providing a substantial value to the user? If this content is not providing the substantial value to myself, then I cannot expect this will provide some value to my searchers as well. So I think this will help you a lot. Kind of, as I said, this is the kind of manual audit that you can do. Okay, so exactly to now, after doing this audit, you can do these things, and this will guide you a lot. This will help you a lot. So, like, you can focus on blogs. Blogs are very important. Yeah, people will say that nobody reads the blog, but yes, still the people in this industry, the SEO fraternity, we keep emphasizing on the blogs. So just go through all this auditing part and just focus how you can satisfy the requirement of the lacking part in that audit through your blog content. So you can start writing such blogs. You can focus on certain good case studies, use cases that, if at all, with your product or with your services, whether in the SaaS industry, whether you are into other industry, you just need to come out with some good classical case studies and just try to elaborate your case. Again, collaboration is very important in terms of what was the actual pain point of your customers, how did you help them to understand their pain point, how your product or services could come out as an ultimate solution of their pain points, and what was the ultimate result that gave the kind of satisfaction to your customers, and then ultimately and that case study with the good testimonial of the customer. And yeah, that is how the case studies should be written, and you can focus on this aspect of the content, maybe a little bit more than the routine type of content. As I said it earlier, just go and read your meta description once again. If you feel that the meta descriptions are not good enough, just go and rewrite it. There you can take the support of the ChatGPT tool, and maybe you can write some cool meta descriptions that may start help you with your search signals, sticking with that. Outreaching content, somebody was asking about backlink in the previous session. Somebody asked this question. Yes, you can outreach to other industry centric domains. So if you are into jewelry, if you are into diamonds, you can focus on something, some websites that are specifically designed for jewelry and diamonds, and you can outreach there, and you can just ask for the guest blogging or maybe the paid blogging and blogs as well, and you can ask for the do follow links from there. I think it can also help you, but make sure it should look natural. That is very important. Product description, just try to give a good description to your product, because you know that again, that adds to the trustworthiness element of the content. So that is, I think Amazon is a very classical example of this, because wherever you like, if you go to so many different websites, the e-commerce, standalone e-commerce website or marketplaces, I think Amazon has set a very good benchmark for all these websites in terms of the product description. And along with, if you can put certain visuals element with that, images and the small micro videos, and you can also get some influencers on board who are specifically known in that industry of that product. I think you can ask for their reviews. You can also ask for their small micro videos, and I think all these things you will find on Amazon. So yeah, product description, very important, crucial. I said it earlier, just focus on user generated content. The UGC will help you not only create certain content directly by the users, but it will also help your users to keep engaging with your content. So it will increase that engagement rate. And like, you don't only want people to come and stay on your website and the web page is open and they're not scrolling down, they're not just going through the content, but somehow the web page is open and they're just not focusing on the content. So you also need to give certain reason to the user that they'll not only open the website or the particular web page, but they'll start engaging with your web page. UGC can help you get that. And also focus on FAQs, because FAQs are very crucial, frequently asked questions. Try to take help of certain keyword tools and just try to find how, what, why, that 6WH, and you can take the help of these certain tools and You can also take help of ChatGPT, put some long tail keywords, and you can find some certain good FAQs from there also. And if nothing is working in your favor, then you can directly go and open Google and you just check the kind of FAQs that the search engine will show once you search for any specific topic. You can focus on those queries and the questions, and you can write certain answers. That is, as I said it earlier, that is the solution to the pain of the people. Always remember, when somebody is asking any question, that is basically nothing but the pain that people are putting on search engine. You want this to provide the solution to that, and if at all you will be able to provide the solution to that, I think you are not only helping people with the content, but at the same time you are also helping people to come on the website again and again, because while reading certain things as a solution of their query, then the higher chances they'll go through the other web pages of the website. And as I said, it will increase not only the session time on the website, but it will increase the chance of the engagement rate again on the website. So guys, other than website, do we have any other channel where you can distribute the content? So yes, you can distribute content through Reddit, the Quora, and the Medium. These are some good platforms. You should use some social bookmarking websites, because, as we all know, they rank very high and they have a very good authority. Use the Pinterest very smartly, and we do it a lot on our client website. We use Pinterest a lot, and not for the purpose of social media marketing, but for the purpose of SEO. And yes, we have seen some good results using the Pinterest. You can also, as I said, guest posting sites. Just approach, just outreach to them, just ask, and as I said, whatever content you are putting there, it should look natural. At the same time, the link building activity, you have to make sure that again it also should look natural. And you can take some help of the PR sites as well, because certain PR sites will help you take your content into Google News section. And yeah, you also want to generate that signal also, whether your brand is coming in the new Google News section or not, because ultimately we are not here talking only about EEAT or EAT or the difference between these two. We are talking here about creating that digital authority and coming in the news section of Google search engine. Yes, it has to be very important criteria, and you have to do that. So to do all these things, you have to create a well-researched keywords pool, and I think you can sit with somebody who is good at it. If you don't know, I think so many people are asking questions over here related to keywords and all that. I think keyword research and all that is a very time-consuming activity, and I think you need to give a lot of time to it. So it's not something that you ask the question and somebody can answer to the question. But yeah, I think you can take the guidance of somebody who is good at it, and you will just need to do some brainstorming activity. So that is what I believe, and you have to do some well-researched keyword pool. You have to define the good skeleton of the content, and I think you have to focus on how your content will be flowing on the home page, on the major children pages, on the blog page. How you want people to go from uh, the top to bottom, and the left to right. That is what we call the T-shape surfing on the web page. How you want people to go through that. I think that content will help you a lot. The skeleton will help you a lot. Rather, you have to define the specific long tail queries to ask GPT, and this is what even Jaideep Bhai said, and even I'll suggest you go there, use that. And when industry, the people who are in the industry, if they are saying, I think you should do that, because we might be doing the same thing and we know that it is helping us, so it may help you as well. You also can apply your LSI and EET in the generated draft by the AI tool. So whatever uh, the draft, the listicles, or the idea that you are generating from the different AI tools, if you know that you cannot write well and you cannot afford to hire some good industry specific content writer. We know this is a very big problem, specifically in the country like India, where so everybody wants to do SEO, but the budget is very limited. Sometimes from the client, or majorly by the clients, they don't prefer to spend a lot of money in all this stuff. And that is the reason that we depend a lot on this AI tools. You can, but as you know that you only need to take the idea and you need to apply some good LSI keywords and the EAT factors into it, and don't directly copy and paste. But as I said earlier, you just make sure that you are giving your version of the content rather than using the version that was generated by that AI specific tool. And this is the last, the mantra that I can provide to all of you, that you can create people first content and you can avoid search engine first content. This mantra again was once generated by Google only, and I'm just repeating this line because this is very crucial to not only to read, to think, to understand, and then to digest, and then bring this into the practice. If you not bring into the practice, I think it will become difficult to create the kind of content that is helping that search raters, the ranking raters, to get impress. So yes, you just focus on people first content, because we keep seeing this in our so many different sessions, that if people are going to love it, search engine is definitely going to love it. And people are coming to your website, they want to see, they want to feel, and they want to read. If you can focus on all these elements, I think definitely it is going to help you a lot. So, guys, that's it from my side, and that's my social media platforms. Other than Tinder, I'm everywhere. So, if you want to connect with me, I'm available actively on all the social media platforms, and you can also put an email to me. And yeah, if you have any question, you can ask the questions to me.
I know, yes, there were some questions about content, what should it contain to rank high, something like that, after my presentation, but I guess you answered perfectly, dear, in your pitch. So, guys, any questions about EAT and how to create content? But I guess there were pretty useful recommendations in the slides. Seems no more questions.
When you don't get any question, this
Okay.
is what we call, in our training session, that if you don't have any question, there has to be two reasons only for that. Number one, you understood everything. Number two, you didn't understand anything.
So maybe a question will be, I don't know, in 10 or 5 minutes, and we may answer them after our next speakers, I guess, if you do not hurry.
I am
You
here till
stay with
6
us.
o'clock. Yeah, I am here till 6 o'clock, because after 6 o'clock, I have my training session
Okay.
going to start. So, guys, I am here available till 6 o'clock. And if at all, if you have any query after that, don't hesitate connecting to me on any particular platform. I'll be definitely answering your question. That is my promise to you.
Okay. Yeah. Uh, People wrote that very informative, great presentation. So actually, yeah, many thanks for you for joining us for today.
Thank you. Thank you so
And
much.
thanks. It was a pleasure to host you. And let's continue and move to our next speaker. Our next speaker is Niraj Gautam, digital marketer from Serpzilla team. And Niraj will speak about the fastest way of backlinking. So Niraj, you're welcome.
Thank you so much. Guys, am I audible? Okay, thank you. Thank you, Violeta. And I would like to thank everyone, those who are still with us. It's been, I believe, more than 1.5 hours. It's 1 hour, 39 minutes, and you guys are still here. So really, really thank you. And I appreciate your patience that you guys are listening. And I'm really glad that you guys are still with us. So this is something like which is encouraging us to be with you and give you more information. So it's not only about information, it's also about we should have a kind of interaction. I would like to see some kind of engagement in our chat boxes also, that you guys are listening to us and you guys are enjoying this session. This can be the indication that you guys really understood something that our speakers has mentioned here, and that is something that is relatable to your current problems. Guys, can you please say something in chat box if you are enjoying? Please type AZ in the chat box if you guys are enjoying this session, and I would be more energized to provide some more insights, some more information about discussing about our challenges, problem, and how we can talk. So can we see some interaction, engagement in the chat box? Can you please type AZ in the chat box if you guys are listening and you are enjoying this? Great, Himanshu. Yes, and this is really amazing. And before I proceed further, I would like to thanks my co-speakers. I would like to thank Jaideep, who spoke about ChatGPT and how we can utilize ChatGPT into SEO. I would like to thank Violetta for hosting this event, and as well as talking about e-commerce and blogs, how we can use eat algorithm to create generate some great content for our e-commerce website and for our blogs. And I'm really thankful to Bhotik also, who has discussed about eat algorithm. He discussed about experience, expertise, authority, and trust in detail. So this was something really great, amazing thing that even I got to know. And now today is something, guys, this is not just going to be my presentation. It's not just going to be a session about the knowledge, but it is going to be the interaction. So I am expecting some kind of engagement from the comment, from the chat box. It can help us to grow, it can help us to learn something better, and I would be having some insight about your problem, so that by end of this call I would be having some bonuses for you guys. And this is going to be something really amazing bonuses. And it is just nothing that I'm just going to give you some access to some tool or something. It is going to be something where we will be providing you something that is going to help to grow your website, its rank, and its authority. So stay tuned till the end of my presentation, and I would like to move forward. Thank you, everyone. So today's presentation, I would be talking about the fastest way of making backlinks for SEO growth. So it's very clear that we will be talking about our off-page SEO, because I think in the first three sessions we discussed about a lot about content creation and how we can be very in we can be informative about by learning this algorithm what Google has launched, and we can be implement those strategies into our content creation. But today now we will be discussing about how we can work on our off-page website, how we can work on our off-page strategies. So and the main important thing is here that less effort and more result. Who doesn't want that? Who doesn't want that less effort? And I know this is a very tedious process of doing backlinking. And I would like to introduce myself. My name is Neeraj Gautam, and I am working as a sales director for Serpzilla. But about my background, I would like to tell you that I have 8 years of experience into this industry. I have worked before this company. I was working for PhonePe. I believe most of you would be knowing, and this is a really big startup for India. And we know that they had a very unique product about UPI, and they disrupted this UPI market. So I worked for that company as a product manager, as well as like I was working as a part of sales to understand what are the problems of these people. Similar way, I am working for Serpzilla, and I have some information about digital marketing agencies, because for a short period of time I was running an agency as well, and I was talking to clients, those who need SEOs. So by talking to them, I won't say that I can do some miracle in SEO, but I can say, like, by talking to them, understanding their problem, I always work towards some innovative product. And Serpzilla is something where we will be talking about Serpzilla, and I would tell you that how this can be a disruptive product for backlinking. And guys, I am from Bangalore, so guys, can you type your city name? in the chat box. As I said, like I would like to know some engagement that can help me to be energized and give you more insight about this. So where are you from, guys? Could you please type the name of your cities? I would love to know about where are you from, guys. So Ritu, Zigar, Greta, Javier, could you please type the name of your cities? Where are you from, guys? I would love to know. And I would like to know. Oh, Delhi. So we have Sanchit from Delhi. We have Himanshu from Vapi, Gujarat, Mumbai, Ahmedabad, Surat. Great, great. Oh, great. We have Rebecca from Cape Town. Welcome, Rebecca. We have Pankaj from Noida. We have people from Germany, Karachi, Jaipur, Indore, Mumbai. Santosh, welcome. Manish, welcome. You're from Indore. Great. And Ritu is from Noida. Great, great, guys. I see that we have joined this webinar across from all the major cities from India and from globally also. So thank you so much for joining, and let's move forward. So I would like to set some agenda because I don't want to just you guys wonder like what I will be talking about. So here I'm not going to give you some content, some knowledge, some like just information so that you guys just get that and just go away. I would like to actually genuinely know about your challenges in SEO, and that's where like I would like to listen to you very carefully and give you some solution in the end that can help you to grow your site authority. And that's why we are here. We came here not to just learn some theory, but we came here to learn, is there any practical way that can be utilized immediately and that can solve our problem, right? So we will be discussing about challenges in SEO. We will be talking about SEO growth hacks. We have few case studies for you that we have worked with our clients and they got really really amazing results. And we have demo. And sorry, I forget to mention about my colleague Dimitri. He's from Russia, and he's a business development manager in Serpzilla, but he is nothing less than a product manager because he work really really close with clients and he understand their problems, and he is going to provide a very great demo that how we can solve a problem that we are discussing right now. And in the end, guys, we will be having free bonuses for you. And this is really really interesting. Let's see how many people will win some free bonuses. It is going to be some kind of very very easy competition in the end, and we will be providing you some free bonuses. So let's start with some very very simple, very easy questions. So guys, please type in the comment that which of the following is an off page SEO factor. This is just for fun. I believe that most of you would be knowing this, but I would like to know that is it the answer A, B, C, or D? Please type the answer. Is it the website's loading speed? Is it the number of backlink of the website, the quality of the relevance of the website's content, or to create robot, write robot.txt? Could you please type in the comment what is the right answer for this? Yes, Himanshu. Yes, Sanchit. Tanzim. Great, great. All of you are smart. Great. Pankaj, Anuj. Lovely, lovely guys. So, so this was just for fun, and now let's take some next some tricky question. So the answer is yes, the number of backlinks of the website. And the next question is, what is the most challenging part of link building? Guys, you need to think. You need to think on this. Is it planning, outreach, price, time? Just think and type. We always have some kind of situation. So this is a kind of research based the research that I did with my CEO. Recently he visited India. He was in Bangalore, Sergey, and we visited several please type please don't write ABCD. Please type the challenges. Is it a planning, outreach, price, or time? So yeah, I was telling about that story. So recently, Sergey visited Bangalore, and we visited several agency. We also went to growth summit event that happened couple of days before in Bangalore. I don't know how many of you were there, but I visited there, and we met several top founder and CEOs of top companies, top startups. And this was conducted by Moengage. So you guys know, like they invited top startups in this event, and from there we connected with several agencies. And you guys know that the kind of information that we got, that these guys are struggling to build the site authorities either for their product or for their clients, but they have a huge challenges, because these guys these guys actually didn't understand what are the real problem, and they are just following some or another kind of strategy, and that is very hypothetical and experimental strategy they are following. And we came to know, and we were very surprised, why these people are not getting results. Because, guys, this is not about, the question that I ask, what is the most challenging part of link building? It is just not planning, it is not just outreach, it is not just pricing, it is not just time, it is more than that, all of them. Plus, we don't do competitor analysis, we also have unrealistic expectations. We think that we will buy some backlinks and this will do some miracles. We will do some manual backlinks, guest posting, and forum submission, and we will get some results. We have, the placement time is also one of the challenges, that we think that uh, we all always reach out to our publishers, and we ask them, can you place this? And they take sometimes days, sometimes they take weeks, sometimes they don't even respond. We have issue with managing links once the links are placed. Guys, if you are agreeing with me, please type AG in the comment box. If you agree that we all have these kind of problems during our backlinking, please type AG if you guys agree. We have tracking, tracking links is also another challenge, and we don't have any support or service, right? Guys, we don't have any support or service when we do backlink. It's a completely manual process right now. We do outreach. How tedious it looks. We have a mail templates. We have several mail templates where we talk to our publishers, agents, and we send them a mail. Can you please give us a backlink? And these guys never respond. So this is a kind of situation that we have right now. Hi Satish. Glad to see you here. And we have these kind of challenges that we never get response, and and sometimes, I believe that most of us would have the experience. The next thing I'm going to show, the fraud from agents. They take money and they never place the backlinks. They charge very high amount, and sometimes they tell that we have a very high quality backlinks. They give it in the bundle, and we see just 10 or 20% of it, which is relatable, which is something that we can use, and 80% is just waste. Guys, hope you are relating with this if you have done this. So now, what is the solution? So the solution is, it's not only, where we will get the backlinks from, where we will find the database. It is not just that. We need to have a proper strategy. We need to understand, how we can do our proper strategy, how we can do the competitor analysis, how many backlinks our competitors are using. So we need to understand that. We also need to understand that then we need to, once we have our strategy, we know that this is our segmentation, this is our market, right? And this is the keywords we need to use, and then we need to look out for database. Usually we just go to the competitors, like, oh, these guys are using all these backlink, let me reach out to all those people, and that doesn't work out in most of the cases. And that's why we don't have site authority, and that's why we don't have keyword ranking, and that's why we don't have organic traffic from Google on our website. So these are the challenges. After finding out the database, we have the challenges about, how to manage. We have thousands of Google sheet, I believe, not thousand, at least hundreds. And if we have, for example, 10 projects, okay, let's have some 10, 20 Google sheet. and if we add another 10, then you need to work on that. It's a very very tedious process. It's a very very big pain point of most of the agencies. Sorry, I'm in a flying zone. So, yeah, I was talking about the managing tools, and then we don't know if we have a placement of our backlinks, how to track them, how many are broken, how many our publishers has removed. We don't have any information. So this is the solution. If we have link building strategy, we have a database, a really, really great database, and we have a managing tool and tracking tool, then I think our problem is solved. But now the question comes, how? Right? Yeah. So few more things if we can add in our solution, if we can get a support team, and if we have a little budget and some patience, we will get the results. Guys, can you relate with this? Please type again AG, because I will be moving forward and I would be showing you, how we can do that. So I would like to just get your attention that what I'm going to show you next, maybe you guys can understand and you can relate that something that can help you. So please type AG and I will understand that you guys are listening and you guys are paying some attention to what I'm going to show, because this is very important for you and for me and for everyone those who have joined here. So please type AG in the comment box, and in the next slide I'm going to show you how we can do that. Okay, great. So there are some new ways that we need to understand, and what are those new ways? It's very simple. It's a competitor analysis and the Serpzilla. I would come to Serpzilla later on, because here I'm not just talking about our Serpzilla and how it can help, but I'm going to talk about the main problem that we realized that these agencies and these SEO professionals had, that they never had a good competitor analysis. If they had this competitor analysis, they would have got results already, not from Serpzilla, not from any other agency, but somehow they would have this understanding. And I would be telling you, one client that recently we closed, he comes in the top 4 banks from India. I cannot disclose the name, but it's a really really good hint that he comes in. It comes in the top 4 banks from India. Now, uh, so so the competitor analysis, how should we do? We need to understand that that in our competitor analysis, we need to understand how many referring domains we have, how many referring domains our competitors are having. And this is something we need to understand: how many backlinks they have, the total amount of backlinks, what quality metrics they are following. DADR, I believe you guys would be following either one of them. Some people follow trust flow, and some others or metrics are also there. We usually go to Moz tool and we try to understand the site authority of our competitor and their backlinks. And then we also need to understand the distribution over sites. Once we understand the distribution over sites, means like how many backlinks are at home page, how many are at sub page. So we need to understand that, but usually we don't follow this metric, right? And we need to understand the segmentation. So segmentation, like we need to see the bucket of how many DA, like for example 0 to 20, how many backlinks they have, 20 to 30, how many backlinks they have, and this way. But usually what I have seen is people come to us and they ask, can you give us 80 plus DA backlinks? And we say, why do you need this? And they don't have any answer. They just believe. And guys, results don't come on belief system or some just having some hypothesis. It comes on practicality. Results come on a long research if you have done, an experimentation that you have, and then you see that metric, what was the results in the previous time. But these guys just do experimentation, and very random experimentation without having any real logic behind that, because they just see like if we get 80 or 90 plus GADR, we will get some good site authority. And they don't know that Google understand this very well. If you get some uh, some backlinks from only from high authority, that means they understand, and it gonna give some penalty to you, especially when you are beginner. So you should understand your competitors, see competitors analysis, and you need to understand how they are doing their backlink strategy, right? So also need to have the anchor text list, and also we need to find the gap of our backlinks and our competitors backlinks. So guys, look, so this is something that I wanted to show you, and this is very important that guys, please comment yes if you guys can see the graph very clearly. If you guys can see the graph, I would like to give some insight about this. Please type yes if you can see this graph clearly, because there is something very important for you to understand why it has become very important to get the uh, backlinks, referring domains, high number of referring domains, and how it can help. So this is something you can see, uh, this bar which is showing the traffic, and this blue line showing referring domain, right? So you can see the number of referring domains are increasing, our organic traffic is also increasing. Definitely there would be some cases, it's not only just because of backlink your traffic will increase. You might have done some, you might have written some good content, and maybe some Google algorithm changes sometimes, this drop, the traffic drop, or organic traffic, but it doesn't mean that uh, it is not the indication that if you increase referring domain and your organic traffic will not increase. So we need to understand this part also, how our increasing in the number of referring domains can help us to increase our organic traffic. And this is the client I was talking about. I cannot mention the name of our client, but you guys can see the competitors, right? You guys can see the competitors, and they reach out to us, and they were talking about some, looking out for DADR, and banks usually don't have problem in terms of paying. They can pay whatever you ask, but they were not getting results from past 2 years. The same, they got stuck at the same uh, the authority site authority, and they reach out to us, and then we did a complete analysis for them, and we represented this data, and they were very surprised, and they told, yes, we want to follow this strategy, because it is the indication of, you know you guys can see like how many referring domains their competitors are following. And if you look out only for 80 plus DADR, the competitors also doesn't have just 64. This LIC India can get, because we know that this is a very old and very high authoritative brand in India, associated with the governments. So this is a most trustable brands, not only the website, and we can look out for other competitors, SDFC and Max Life. Just 32, 47, and average difference is coming only 32. But what about other referring domain DRs? We can look at 21, 40, to 20 to 40, 40 to 60, 60 to 80, right, guys? So we can see this gap. So we need to target this gap, not only just this high domain authority sites. We need to look at 0 to 1 also. They have use, but it's okay. Let's focus on this middle metric, and if we start with this, we can get some good results. And the same thing you can see where this is Challenger. The blue one is our client. Just recently, we just tied up with them. So this is our client, and these are the competitors. So how can they fight? And you can see the referring domains. Do follow backlinks they have got. Now, I would like to talk about Serpzilla. So now, how was this, guys? How was this? Could you please type if you learned something? Say yes. If you learned something about referring domain you didn't know before, please type yes. And I would like to, give some information, some insight about Serpzilla, because as I told, like how we can get this solution. We can get this solution from doing the competitor analysis and using Serpzilla, because we discussed certain challenges in the beginning, that we have problem related to time, placement, outreaching. Most of us has written outreaching. Outreaching is the most problem. If I tell you that you guys don't have to outreach anyone, then don't you think that would be amazing? Type yes if you guys agree on this. If you don't have to do outreach to any publishers, wouldn't that be amazing? Right? So I would like to introduce Serpzilla. It's a unique automated marketplace for SEO professional and publishers. And guys, in just 3 clicks, you can automate your backlink process. You can build your backlinks just 3 clicks. And I know that people take time more than you know days, weeks, months, and we never get any response, right? So, Subzilla is a marketplace where publishers and advertisers comes and they exchange the backlinks. And this is a marketplace where we talk to our publishers and we reach out to them and we do all kind of negotiation for you, so that you don't have to waste any time in terms of outreaching, managing so many templates, and uh, uh, doing negotiation and further things, right? So we do everything so that you can get the easy access to the backlinks. And let's talk about some numbers. So Subzilla is having, the next thing was, once you understand your competitor analysis, we need to discuss about our database, right? So this is a database. We have more than 1 billion pages. We have more than 1 billion sites. And these are Google friendly backlinks, so we follow 40 quality metrics. And now the pricing is very amazing, because you don't have to pay very, very big amount. You just have to pay as lower as 1 cent. It start from 1 cent, and it can go up to several dollars, but depends on your site authority, DADR, that you are looking for, your metrics, your range. It depends on that. But their our average buying price just goes as $1 or lesser than that. And more than 100K users are there, and especially it is already in you can say in North America, Russia, Europe, Southeast Asia, and Australia. We have client across the globe. And this is something very important. Why we are in India? Because we understood this big problem, and now this has become our mission, that we want to help 10,000 Indian SEO professionals and agencies by March 2024, to make their work easier, faster, and cost effective, guys. And along with that, we want to show some results to these people, those who join us, those who be the part of us, and how we can help them, that we can discuss whenever you guys reach out to us anytime after this presentation. You guys can contact us how we can help you, because we have helped really, really big clients, several people, several agencies, several SEO professional, and we would like to help 10,000 Indian SEO. And this is our mission, and I hope that you guys will join this mission and be the part of it. So why you guys should join, I would like to give some some insight about that. Like, if you have to compare Subzilla versus open market, so the cost is very, very low, because you don't have to pay a very, very huge amount upfront. It's not like that you need to pay $100 or $50 or $1,000 for. There would be some, but majority of the backlinks start just from uh, some cents to $1 or $2. Average buying price will come, I think, just $1. So you guys can experiment and you guys can look at it later on. But this is a kind of thing that why Subzilla is better than open market price. Backlink placement time. So guys, you can look at it. We have placed a special code into publisher's website, so we don't send them a mail, or we don't call them that can you place a backlink for me. No, we don't do that. We already have placed our special code into their website, and on just click, it takes few hours just to place on their websites. And in open market, you can't get this kind of facility, right? So it's always placement time in open market is always very, very high. Risk factor, since like you are paying very less amount And we also provide insurance to your backlink. That means we provide a guarantee that in case anything goes wrong, we refund your 100% money. But in open market, people just run away if you have some problem. They don't even respond to your call. So there is no risk factor associated. So why client love us? Client love us because we provide them brilliant results. So how do we know that we have provided some brilliant results? So there is a case study. So catpotted.com, you can look at it. So we helped them and we provided them uh, a kind of results where they were really really happy, and because they were struggling for a long time, but after coming to us we helped them, and their visibility by the possible traffic in Google increased from 15% to 17%, and transaction per day increased 2300 per day. Guys, don't you think this is amazing? And you can see like how we did that. So they did very, they didn't do very aggressively, slow and steady backlink placement. So you can see this was something referring domain they started increasing, and they got keyword organic keywords ranking. So you can see this bucket 1 2 3 is showing the range of this, and they have organic 12,000 approximately, and you can see this line. So how the keyword started ranking in the top 100 results. So the another case success story would be about our another client. He's from They are from Vietnam, and we don't understand. I don't know if someone is from Vietnam here. Can they understand these words? But definitely, I don't understand. But this was their strategy. So their average DA was 23, not 50, 60. Their average backlink price was $2.5 per month, and almost all the backlinks were bought from the main pages. And they had ignored completely topic and the website reason. So they ignored this factor, but they went and they bought some backlink. They placed some backlinks with this average DA of 23. And look, guys, this is something really, really amazing that they got results in less than 30 days. So you can see this metric, and we can discuss about this because there are something which are confidential. And later on, if you have something, would like to know more about these things, we are very open to connect with you, and we are ready to discuss in detail. And you guys can see they had hit the traffic 1 million traffic per day. So now it's time to demonstration, and I would like to invite my colleague Dima. So Dima, can you please help this audience to show how we can do that, how easily we can do that?
Hi everyone, let me introduce myself. Yeah, thank you for introduction, Nirosh. Thank you for your presentation and the importance of backlinking. And yeah, by the way, my name is Dimitri. I am a business development director at Serpzilla, and I'm going to show you the demo of the system. And as Niraj told us, how important to do your homework about backlinking, how important it is to know your competitors. And once you've done your strategy, once you know what kind of backlinks you need to buy, it's a straight way to Serpzilla. And let me please open my screen. Can you see my screen? Hopefully you can. Yeah, basically, once you know what backlinks you need to buy, you need to go to Serpzilla. You need to register. It just takes few minutes. I'm already registered, by the way. Yeah, let me log in. And we're going to see our main screen where you're going to add your project that you're promoting, to which project you're buying your backlinks. So I have some test websites here. Once you add your website, you can add your anchors and internal pages that you're going to promote. Of course, you can. Some of the projects have a lot of anchor text and have a lot of URLs that they're promoting. We have the ability, functionality to upload them via file, like a TXT or Excel file, for example. And once you added your project in, that's it. You're ready to buy the backlinks. On the left side, you can see the main menu of the system. You just click buy backlinks, choose your website that you're going to promote. And here we have a choice what kind of backlinks you're going to buy. Either you're going to use classical guest posts. This is a common way of acquiring backlinks. You choose who is going to write the article. Either you have an article already that you would like to send to the publisher, to the webmaster, and he will post it on his website, or you can ask a publisher to write an article for you. Of course, you can provide additional information, what kind of article you would like to have, and how many words should it hold. Once you have chosen the guest posts, imagine you have an article that you would like to post. On the right screen here, you can see all the filters that you can use to find exactly websites that you need. You can use all kind of metrics. As an example, Niraj showed us a graph where the backlinks were divided by the DR. So you can use that. For example, you need 30 DR. Let's have a range 30 to 50 DR. Of course, you can have the pricing if it's needed, and you can use all kind of different kind of metrics that would help you to filter out the website that you would like to buy from. Of course, you can choose the topic of the website. We have so many of them, and they go even deeper to find exactly the niche, the topic that you need. And of course, you can choose the website language, the domain zone. If you need to buy only from the com, for example, you can do that like that, and you just filter out and find your websites in. It's gonna take us a little while because in our database we have a lot of websites for you that from which you can buy the backlinks from. Yeah, here we go. We have found some of the websites. Of course, you can arrange them by price if needed. But basically what we see here, we see the parameters of the website, the DRC, FTF, and the traffic, and how much time it takes to place the article for you. Some of them, they take only 3 days. On average, they take 7 days to get this article. You just click in, you choose the project that you're promoting, you add your article in and all the additional information if needed, and you send it to the publisher. That's it. You wait for some time till he posts this article. You receive this order, you check it, and if you like it, you press the accept button, and only then your balance will be deducted. So we have here financial guarantee. Plus, if the article was taken down by some kind of error or something else happened to the website, it was taken down, for example, within 1 year, as Niraj told us, we return your money 100%, so you can buy another article for yourself. And we have here, as you can see, we have different kind of backlinks: Serpzilla, guest post, and link insertion. You can use Serpzilla niche edits if you would like to acquire backlinks immediately. Yeah, you don't have to wait for 7 days, for 3 days. It's doing actually within like few hours or instantly. You have same filters here. Moreover, you can buy it from the main page, and the prices here are going by monthly. So you can see the internal page just as an example from this website. We see that the internal page costs only from 2 cents per month. Yeah, this is like nothing. And plus we can buy buy backlinks from the main pages, which gives us more juice to our website, more authority to the website, and you get the more quicker results. You can use both. As from the strategy, you can use Serpzilla niche edits for buying normal and low quality backsites. For example, from DR1 to DR50, you can use Serpzilla niche edits. This way you're gonna spend less time on acquiring backlinks, spend less money because they are really, really cheap. You don't have to write any text in. They just a backlink straight away posted on the website. And for the high quality websites from the DR60 or 80, you can use guest posts and buy backlinks with the guest posts within 5 or 7 days. Moreover, what we have here in the system, we can see all the backlinks that you acquired. This means that all the backlinks you have bought in the system, you can see their status. Are they online? Are they offline? Are they working for you? Were they indexed? So everything here in the system that you can see. Basically, this is how you can buy the backlinks once you have the strategy, like Neeraj told us. And if you have any questions, please type it in the chat box. I'm ready to answer and help you.
Yeah, I believe that was amazing that you have helped me here. And guys, now let's because like we have limited time, Dima, and I would like to connect with these people, those who want to reach out to us later on. And let's move to the our last final part where we would like to announce some bonuses to these people, those who had listened to us very patiently. And can we move forward? Yeah, am I audible?
Yes.
Yes, sure. Thank you. Thank you so much for giving wonderful demo, Dima. And guys, now we have this announcement that I had promised in the beginning. So we have these three categories, where we will be having three top winners for some amazing gift coupon, or let's say promo code and some kind of analysis. So I would like to highlight and I would like to read these things. And there is a very, very simple, you know, a very, very simple, easy way. This evening is going to be very amazing because you guys are having very easy way to win this prize, because this is just a fastest finger prize. So those who fill up one Google form that my colleague will be sharing in the comment very soon, those, and time will start for 2 minutes. So guys, please fill this just a second. Okay, so okay, guys, you can take some 2 minutes of time and you can fill. So I would ask Valerie, please, can you share that Google form in the comment box? Yes, thank you. And guys, top three winners will be winning a promo code worth $100 into Serpzilla account. So it is close to 8,000 rupees. Then we will be providing a free backlink analysis for your project, for your website, and that worth also $100. And also, our team will be providing you free service in order to execute this strategy, and that also worth $100. So this is for only for top three winners. So please fill up the form as fast as you can, and we will be announcing the name after 2-3 minutes. And the next five winner will be getting a $5 worth promo code into their Subzilla account, and they will be having a one-to-one call with me, with Dima, and with our CEO. Who doesn't want that? Guys, this is a really, really amazing once in a lifetime opportunity that you guys fill up these details, and we're gonna provide you these promo code worth $100, $50, and next 10 winners will get $10. So please fill up the form, and we will be sharing the information, and we will be announcing the name of the top three winner, and we will be sending the information to our other winners as well. So I would take some time to look at the sheet that how many people has already filled, and this is something great that you should not lose for today. You guys has spent a lot of time today. You guys were very patient. Thank you so much for that. And you guys, I hope that you have learned something, but here is another chance to win something for you guys. So I would just have a look at this, how many responses we got, and how many uh, people that we are getting, those who are filling this form. So this is a really, really good opportunities for you guys to get this consultation. Some Okay, guys, so you have the link. Please fill up these details and you will get some details. You will get some options to fill there in the Google form, and I promise that you will win these prizes after this presentation, after this event and webinar. We will be reaching out to you, and we will be sharing all those information of promo code, and we will be sending you a link where we can schedule a meeting with you, and our team will be talking to you in terms of understanding your challenges and provide you a really really good solution. So I believe those top 3 guys will definitely will have, not only they will win this prize, but also they are going to get some good results for their websites, for their clients, or for their own projects. It doesn't matter. So we are okay to provide you, we okay to promise you this prize. Please fill up this form and we will reach out to you. This is a very very easiest simple way to win this prize. What do you say, Dima?
Great, great stuff. I think we need to wrap it up right now. Maybe they can see the link. Maybe you can send it once again.
Oh, they can see the link.
Yeah, I can see it,
Okay,
but
I think it's sent on only on YouTube. Valeria, could you please share it on LinkedIn as well? I think because we are getting message from LinkedIn that they can't see. There is some issue, guys. Like we will be sharing this link. Just a second. Let me talk to my team. They might have dropped a link either in chat box. Just a second, because we have already shared in YouTube. Those who have joined from YouTube, I can see that.
yeah, guys, working on that. I think it was posted in LinkedIn. You can have a look at our group. It should be posted there, if I'm not mistaken.
So this link you will be finding in the comment box and maybe in the description. We are just working on it. Please be patient, and we will be sharing the link with you.
Valerie, if you're there, can you please tell me where this link went to?
Okay, Dima, I forward it to you. Please check if you have access to share. Just a second. I'll be forwarding it to you.
Mm-hmm.
Just now I have messaged you. Please forward it to people because they are waiting, and we should not delay because it's already delayed for their time. We should provide them something.
Doing it now, just a second.
Yeah, don't worry, guys. We are just working on it. We will be sending it. There is some issue with respect to sharing and maybe the visibility of the link. All of them are saying not able to find the backlink, not able to find the Google form link, not the backlink.
I added in the commentary section, so you should be
Guys,
seeing
can
it
you check
there.
the commentary section in the LinkedIn? Are you able to check? Okay, the easiest thing I can do is if you guys can just note down my number. I would be sending you it personally. It's 9036. I would highlight that. Just a second, guy.
everyone who's from LinkedIn, I posted the link to the file in the comment section of the webinar. Hopefully you can see it and find it there. And plus Niraj, yeah, if you noted his phone number, he will be sending to you straight away.
Yeah, guys, please note down my number 903648161. This is the fastest thing I can do to fix this problem. 903648161. I would repeat slowly one more time. Please note down 903648161. And guys, thank you so much for your time. And I would say, Violeta, you have been a really great host. And I would like to thank other speakers also. Thank you so much, guys.
Thank you very
Yes,
much.
yes, thank you, Niraj. Thank you, Dmitry. And thanks everyone for joining this online event. And also many thanks to Jaideep and Batik to join us today, to speak for us today. That was really useful for all of the community. And I hope we will host you again. We will repeat this conference in the future. Would be my pleasure. So thanks everyone. And if you will have any questions, please type it in chat. We will check it and we'll answer today or maybe tomorrow. And thanks everyone again. Have a good day and have a good evening.